Hi everyone, officially kicking off the film review part of 2023, excuse me, Tribeca Film Festival for FireCity Illusion. Right out, special thanks to everyone involved in granting press credentials. First year for the Tribeca Film Festival for any 3 My Media. Fucking thrilled to be covering it. One Night with Adela. I'd like to just all the other media out there. I received a lot of press releases, media blasts, and information about different films, which made it very, 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 very difficult to narrow down the choices to which ones to watch. I know tonight, the first night, Saturday night, there were 8 films released at 6 o'clock. More tomorrow night, 24 hours. So it's kind of like impossible to review them all. But with the one night with Adela, that it really caught my attention. Right there, the basic brief version of the synopsis, but and actually, when I had a chance to watch the trailers of these films, and I watched the trailer, 2 words describe this movie: fucking boring. All right, now, movie with subtitles, different language, were good. Love it, honestly. But I don't know if I was expecting something completely different. The first 20 minutes of this movie, one interesting thing happened. Guy attacks female, female kills guy. Other than that, to a certain extent, I was born in 71, grew up in 70s, 80s. To a certain extent, it reminded me of the 70s and 80s. Cigarettes, drugs, cocaine. Seriously. Uh, but, I hate to tell you, I really hate to, not saying, oh, this was a great movie, this, that, and the other thing, this was great, whatever. But I gotta be honest with you, this movie is artsy, experimental, definitely. Interesting. There's 2 twists much later in the movie that were great, but other than that, it just dragged. I mean, I'm 50 minutes into this movie, and I'm like, the only thing that's keeping me watching this is the fact I want to review it. It's just basically camera following female garbage truck driver. Female garbage truck driver has, with the exception of like 3 or 4 times in the movie, I think, has this "I hate the world" attitude. Now you find out in the end she has a damn good reason to hate the world, but really, I mean, I've done that shit too, but you can only hold it for so long, but. And that's kind of like overdone in movies, or at least it was for a while. Now, another interesting part of this movie is, which again got real old. By the time they wrapped up this part, this aspect of the movie, I'm like, thank you. Okay, she calls into a overnight radio talk show with a female, lets her know, hey, look, I'm going to be doing something bad, I'm going to hurt somebody tonight. Of course, and it just follows stereotypical plot line here, where the radio host is like, oh, well, I need to help you. Well, you can't help me. Well, I need to, and I feel partially responsible for anything that you do. Maybe it's because I've been alive for 52 years and seen a lot of movies, but that was kind of like just the stereotypical, like right out of, okay, we just copied the mole plot line right there. It's been done, overdone, redone, remade, and probably remade into a superhero movie at some point. You get my point here. The plot twists, there's 2 towards the end that really caught me off guard, and thank God in the end, they explain everything. The very end of it, I'm not going to give away, but what you think is going to happen doesn't, and that was probably the best part of the movie, which the endings is supposed to be. But getting to that point, at one point, there was like by the time I'm like, the movie was like I think a minute 45. I'm a minute 30 into this. I'm like, will you fucking kill yourself already? Seriously. Um, after after the finale, again, not gonna give it away, but I'm like, apartment blows up. She gets hit by a car. Falls off the balcony. Dump truck explodes. You know what I mean? Just to add some action or something into this movie. Depending on what you're into, I really don't like saying, "Hey, look, don't look at this. It sucks. Don't watch it." But One Night with Adela came across to me as being as for a very narrow audience and a very narrow demographic. I was like nowhere close to that. Give it a shot. Just don't go by the trailer. Don't go by the synopsis. Give it a shot. Find out for yourself. But for me, I love sci-fi, fantasy, action, drama, Hallmark holiday movies. Yes, I admit it. So like, even some comedy. I like a wide range, and what I'm not into, at least approach it with an open mind. This one really pushed the absolute limits for me. Take care, everybody. Michael Phoenix. Oh, yeah, hello. Michael Phoenix, founder and staff, FireCity Illusions, predecessor to Real City. Check out all the great movies at Tribeca Film Festival. From the press release I've seen, like titles and everything, you will definitely find several that you like. If you can't be there in person, there is a virtual pass key. I know we're a couple days into it, but hey, it's never too late. One night, and the one great thing about doing the online part, you can pause and rewind. You can pause and go back. Take care, everybody. To your family and friends, as always, wishing you the best. Stay safe.